next year to the Big Ten. Colorado back to the Big 12. Home whites for the Bruins, road blacks for the Buffs. If you're wondering about Charlie Cream's bracketology, right now, UCLA is a 2 seed, so still a shot at the top line with a strong finish. The Buffs are a 3 seed, but Charlie Brackett says a loss tonight will drop them onto the host bubble. Check out the starting 5 for Colorado. Sherrod Foreman is the shooter. Weta is the new addition to the starting lineup. They like her defensively with Miller and then Vonleh on the front line. Vonleh will have her hands full today with Betts. Betts had a double-double with 20 and 13 rebounds the last time these two teams met. Rice and Osborne as good as it gets in the backcourt. Dugalich. And here's Kiki Rice to Cameron Brown, who gets the start in her final home game on senior night. Off of the turnover, Sherrod finds the shooter in transition.
And that's going to be important for Frida Foreman to get going from the three-point line. Now, Lauren Betts is the ultimate deterrence when it comes to getting into the paint. So driving and drawing, finding open teammates, knocking down shots from distance is going to be key.
Betts gets a touch, faces up. Rice.
Nice.
Good dump off to Brown, who wraps it up and in.
UCLA is so good in their actions and getting to the next action if they don't have the primary one.
Shot clock winding down. Sherrod will put it up, and a foul on the shooter. Did Osborne get under her feet, or did Sherrod kick out here?
It's tough to see it from that angle, but shot clock is winding down. And
here's a look at J.R. Payne, her 8th season with back-to-back NCAA tournament trips. They were a Sweet 16 team a year ago as well. Corey Close now in her 12th season at UCLA. Another 20-win campaign. They were a Sweet 16 team a year ago. They have flirted with the Final Four, but have never been since the NCAA took over in 1982. They do have a national championship. Betts spins into a double team. Brown dives to the rim.
And I love what Cameron Brown does on the double team. The dive to the rim. Lauren Betts is able to find her. London Jones is on the floor. That's a spacer for a three-point shot. Cam Brown gets a different look.
Dugalich, the senior who has an option to return next year for UCLA. She's a Serbian Olympian. Kiki Rice. Boy, UCLA, Steph, is getting looks in the paint. Nolan on the inbound. Short. And they start out 0 for 6.
Yeah, that's really good execution. That's a good-looking shot. Colorado at times has had trouble putting the ball in the hole.
London Jones over the head of Betts. Sherrod going to work on Osborne. 0 for 7 now for Colorado. Rice with the spin, and Sadler had the armbar on her for the foul. Under 5 minutes to go here in the first. Jones, coming off a career high, will step inside the 2-point line, the 3-point line for a bucket. They have been winding this thing down quite a bit here in the first quarter. Sherrod around and out. Second chance, and finally they break through on their 10th field goal attempt of the game.
Well, J.R. Payne was talking to us in shoot-around today about she wanted her team to get high percentage looks and high percentage looks for her team, but without forcing them to be passive. You know, I feel like they're a little passive right now in the offensive end. Everybody catching and holding. Dugalich for 3. But see how they're just not getting to the next action. It's a catch and hold. It's a catch and allow the defense time to recover.
And UCLA will come away with it again.
The way you get high percentage looks is moving the ball quickly. It's forcing rotations just like that. Terrific defensive effort by Sherrod.
Able to come over to get the block and a help ball. Possession arrow will stay with the Bruins. Jones, crossover baseline into traffic. Jaquez got away with a walk. Rice pulls up and hits. Vonleh, the pass out of bounds. Virginia Tech has already earned at least a share of the ACC regular season crown. And, of course, South Carolina has already won the SEC outright for the 8th time in 11 years.
But I think Aaron Vonleh's got to get some touches on the interior. You got to put some pressure on the defense to defend multiple positions.
Foreman hits the three. Five on the shot. Osborne, lefty, window, good. She's 2 for 2. And the turnovers.
They're not getting into it quick enough and looking for an on-ball screen action right here.
There it is. The pitch. Zontak, no. And that'll take care of it. It is the second lowest scoring quarter of the season for Colorado. Held to 7 points on 2 baskets. All Bruins. Remember, the loser of this one is eliminated from the Pac-12 regular season race. Stanford has already clinched a share. They have 2 games remaining on the schedule. They will be heading up, hosting Oregon State and Oregon. So they can win it outright. You got some bigs and some shot blockers in this league you got to deal with. And I think that Cameron Brink, who would be one of the front runners for National Defensive Player of the Year honors at Stanford. Jones. Sherrod.
This is a heck of a job by UCLA. Just individual defensive effort. The Buffs not getting a thing. And that's a tough shot.
Hits the fade. Vonleh was able to front Betts. Good box by Miller.
I still think, though, if you're UCLA, you got to get Lauren Betts touches on the block. You got to play through her there. They have a lot of great actions with her at the free throw line and at the elbow, but put some more pressure on this defense.
Yeah, she still does not have a shot attempt in the first 12 and a half minutes. Foreman, 3, and here they are. Colorado right back in it. Steal on the inbound. Foreman again, back-to-back. Good. Timeout, UCLA. Unable to close the door on Colorado.
Or guards have to attack, draw rotation, find her on the dump off, or she gets offensive rebounds opportunities.
After a rough start for Colorado, Frida Foreman has shot them right back into this. She's got 3 triples and a 9-2 run right now for the Buffs.
Another missed opportunity to give her a touch. I think anytime you see the numbers of Lauren Betts, you got to give her the ball.
Shot clock's winding down. Osborne has to force up a 3 and hits it.
Got a switch right there.
Charlotte Whitaker, 45 in black now into the game. She gets the pocket pass and Betts gets the block. And it's UCLA basketball.
Just when you think you got an open rim to the lane, Lauren Betts able to recover, get a hand on it. And I like the emotion afterwards. Will and her team, come on, let's go. I mean, this is a big game for both of these teams when it comes to seeding, when it comes to staying in the championship race. Not just seeding in the NCAA tournament, but seeding in the Pac-12 tournament.
You want to be a top 4 to get that bye. The loser of this game knocked out of the regular season race with 2 games to play. Off the bounce. Kiki Rice spins it around on a 180 to the bucket.
Kiki Rice is so good around the rim. Wasn't expecting the pass. Looks like she was going to cut. But how about that finish? Takes the contact.
Especially when Betts missed those 4 games. And now that she's come back, they're still trying to work things out together. Offensive rebound and a foul after the miss. Getting better position and holding their own down on the low block. Rice stepping back for 3.
Kiki Rice was in the gym. First one in the gym before shooting around.
Sherrod.
You live with that if you're UCLA. Yep. Playing in the switches, you live with that shot.
Osborne. Fade. And gets the home bounce.
She's got such great touch in that mid-range. Puts it up soft in the rim.
UCLA's biggest lead of the night. Now up to 12, and they're doing it without Betts on the floor. That's opened up some channels.
It's not going to be there with the double low block. Got to figure out which one you're trying to get the ball to.
Nolan for 3. That's been Colorado's best offense so far is the 3 ball. Rice. And a foul on Vonleh. A free throw to get into double digits. And we'll remind you, your SEC champion South Carolina and Tennessee, Louisville, Notre Dame, and then Duke. Of course, everybody looking up at South Carolina right now. The Gamecocks still unbeaten and aiming to stay that way. To me, Sadler 60% on the season. Buffs just 2 of 3 from the line here in the first half. The points obviously have been hard to come by. Rice leading all scorers with 11 points.
Wow. I thought there was a lot of contact there.
Only about a second difference if Colorado wants to hold it here. Sherrod turned back, keeps the dribble alive, the kick out, and an offensive foul. Good up it goes. And that'll take care of the first half of play. 29-19. Either center has had an impact. In fact, they are both scoreless. Lauren Betts and Antoinette Vonleh, the 2 leading scorers for these clubs. And immediately a turnover and a takeaway inside. Osborne off the bounce. Foreman had the box out, but not Miller.
And I feel like Betts had another opportunity to get a touch. And you know, it's sometimes difficult because Corey Clove's talking to her team about being aggressive. But that doesn't mean so literally every time, right? Let's give us a look inside. And J.R. Payne talking to her team about using the shot clock and getting a high percentage look. But what does that look like? There's got to be some purpose with the actions that we're running.
Yeah, that's just 1 shot attempt. Here's Vonleh getting a look, and she knocks it down for her first bucket. What's at stake for these two in terms of the NCAA tournament? UCLA a projected 2 seed. Colorado right now a 3 seed. But Charlie Cream thinks a loss for the Buffs, their 4th in a row if that were to happen, would drop them down to the host bubble as a 4 seed. 2 in a row. That's Quay Miller.
I love him right there. Weta does such a good job. He wasn't in a position to want the basketball.
Sherrod on the run. Miller with the finish.
Can turn you over. They average over 10 steals a ball game. But even on missed shots, get out and get in transition.
7-0 run for Colorado, and another errant pass trying to feed the post. Lauren Beck's scoreless in a first half for the first time this season. And things have gotten really sloppy here in the third. Followed by Texas and Texas Tech. Both those games tomorrow night on ESPN. UCLA without a basket so far in the third, and Miller just short. Betts with a rebound. Her fourth. She's got 1 assist and still just the 1 shot attempt. There's a second. Boy, Jones carried that. Breakout. Sherrod. Speed.
So fast in the open floor.
13 points off of 14 turnovers and a foul called on the inbound. So after starting the game, 0 for 9. 3-ball would tie it up. Weta. Miller. Right back into Quay. Off the bounce, goes to the left hand for the win. Now it's UCLA's turn to go drive. Pass intercepted. And Sadler.
We're going to need a timeout.
Colorado the lead.
We're going to need a timeout.
Big rally here in the third quarter for Colorado. They have held the Bruins without a field goal since the break. And that'll break through for London Jones. Sadler, the pitch out, 3, Weta. Whitaker, stepped on the end line, UCLA ball. UCLA back in front with the ball now. Here's Osborne. She and Kiki Rice were the stars of that first half. Jones with the step through, getting to the rim. Oh, nice backdoor, and then a pass picked off. Final 2 minutes of the third quarter. Rice off the bounce and a reach-in foul. Going to be called on Sherrod, and that is her third. Rice is 4 of 5. Weta drops it off for Foreman, no. Jones gives it right back, and you can see the frustration from both these coaches with the myriad of turnovers. Finally gets it and one.
Are you kidding me? There is not one person that can stop Baronet Vonleh when she wants to use her body, get the ball, and score it. This is what we've been waiting for all game. Don't be a tossback. Don't be disinterested. No one can stop you, and your team needs you. But through all of that, valuing the basketball, giving yourself a chance has to be paramount.
There are more turnovers than baskets tonight. And so it'll be dig down deep time in the fourth quarter to try and stay alive in the Pac-12 race and to fight for positioning heading into the Pac-12 tournament and the NCAA tournament. The regular season winding down, and Osborne off the drive. Final seconds of the third. Good if it goes. 1 quarter to play at Pauley Pavilion. UCLA 40, Colorado 35. Beth Mowins along with Stephanie White, 10 minutes to go. Also big for their NCAA tournament seeding with the selection committee's final reveal coming up this Thursday. And they will show us what they think their top 16 seeds look like this week. Hawkes flips that one up and in.
How'd she do it?
Flipped it up and in. A little English on it. Foreman ran into the twin defenders down low. The over penetration. Rice. Three on the same side now with Osborne over there as well. Kiki floats one up short. Down on the deck to get him another look. Rice tried to muscle that up and in. Beck's weak side with the rebound. Lauren Beck's first basket of the game. And then the counter for Colorado. The pick, Sherrod, and another breakaway. She's got 8.
The 14th steal for the Buffaloes. Again, they're second in the league with 10 a ball game. But getting it done on the defensive end of the floor. You see just the collapse, the one-on-one containment. J.R. Payne talked to us in shoot-around. She said, our attention to detail in terms of scout defense has not been good. And there's Kiki Rice, so good at getting to the rim, using her body.
And again, Colorado beats them up the floor. Rice tries the left side. Vonleh with the catch and a foul. Gets the first. And our NBA Wednesday doubleheader. And then right back out here to Los Angeles with the Lakers and the Clippers. Our coverage tips with NBA Countdown. One possession game. Bruins and Buffs. And another shot clock violation. The offenses for both sides, Stephanie White, have just been all out of sorts tonight. USC briefly had a number 1 seed before their upset loss this weekend. They fell to the 2-line. Bodies are down on the deck. Mid-range. Well, UCLA's been scoreless for the last 4 minutes, but Colorado has not been able to capitalize. 3 minutes to go. Osborne. Blocked by Vonleh.
Great defense.
2 on the shot clock.
Terrific rotation by Vonleh. I mean, again, just outstanding defense. Just when you think Osborne might have a float game opportunity, Vonleh comes over and says, no, thank you.
Beck's on the inbound. And a shot clock violation.
I mean, these are both two teams who are playing desperate right now. Right? Desperate for seeding, desperate to get a win. This is a big game. But neither team is executing particularly well.
Just one of those nights for two teams on the same night. Weta pitches it out the opposite side. Sherrod denied baseline. Foreman has to toss it up. I mean, they're not even getting good looks at either end right now.
Neither team, and you got to give credit to the defense. I mean, each team sticking with their matchup, not allowing anything easy. No offense has been able to force a rotation to get high percentage looks.
Each side with just 3 buckets here in the fourth quarter. Under 2 minutes to go. Osborne, no. Cameron Brown, the senior, making a big play. They've now missed 11 shots in a row. And Miller got a little handsy on the Rice drive.
And Colorado in his 2-3 zone.
Osborne got it. Touch for Charisma. Sherrod gets inside and a foul. UCLA will go offense for defense substitution. Jones comes on and Cameron Brown, their weakest free throw shooter. Osborne. Rice. Jones stepped on the sideline, out of bounds.
When you expect UCLA to switch some of these on-ball screens, if that's what Colorado looks to do. If I'm Colorado, I'm looking to get a touch inside.
Sherrod turned away by Betts.
There's a mismatch.
And the pass is picked off. Foul on Colorado. Lauren Betts jumped the passing lane.
Of being in passing lanes, of getting deflections. UCLA has not taken great care of the basketball.
Jones. Oh, and that is Sherrod forced to foul, and that's her 5th. And Sherrod has fouled out with 27 seconds to go.
Oh, and she didn't fall for the announcer jinx. You tried.
No such thing. It's a 5-point game. Oh, Retta didn't even look to shoot, and they turn it over again. Back-to-back possessions. Rice lays it up and in. And the dagger for UCLA. Fall for the 4th game in a row, barring a fabulous finish. Foreman gets the 3 up. And Wetta going over the back for a foul.
Well, good execution to get the 3-point shot.
So UCLA will close it out. They will get to 11-5, tied with USC and Oregon State in 2nd place, 2 games behind Stanford. And now those 3 teams will have to try and win their 2 games next weekend and have Stanford lose both of their games next weekend to try and get a share of the title. This also drops Colorado out of a bye for the Pac-12 tournament. And Charlie Cream says down to the 4-seed line. When the selection committee has their final reveal on Thursday night.